Time for the main event!
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you like the content, hit that subscribe button, leave a like down below. So I was trying to find out how much longer 2K has the rights to make WWE video games, or the mainline franchise. And it's not because I'm mad that the Battle Pass ruined the game or anything like that. I'm actually having a lot of fun with the game. The Creator Wrestler is really good. The Creator Wrestler is the best it's been in years. In fact, I think it's the best version of the Creator Wrestler since 2K has taken over. I haven't come across any major issues on the PlayStation 5. I've made like 5 characters already. I'm having a blast with it. The only major thing, and this is universal across the board, if you go look at Metacritic, if you go look at Steam and PlayStation 5, I don't have the Xbox version, but I'm assuming the Xbox version too. Everybody is in universal agreement that the Battle Pass needs either changing or it needs to go. So I was thinking, I'm like, why would they sabotage themselves like this? They had to know that this wasn't going to work. But I think I found an answer. Now, this is speculation. I'm not saying this is fact or anything like that, so don't take this and start saying, oh, Strizer said this, Strizer said... No. Not like I get that much traction anyway, but what I'm trying to say is maybe this is what's going on the back end that we don't know about. I mean, just look what happened. The Creator Fest. That was the huge Creator Fest. They got to go to the headquarters and everything. This kind of feels like a send-off to the franchise, like a last hurrah to try to keep the license. Now let's go look at these 2 articles because I think I'm onto something here, and if I'm right, well, who knows? Somebody else might get the license next year. This could be it. Let's go check out these articles and we'll discuss. So here's the first article while trying to find out how much longer 2K has the rights to the WWE license, and this is from popgeeks.com, and this is from January 28th, 2016, so it's an older article, but it kind of foreshadows the next article, and I swear this will all make sense, and I'll get to my point when we're all done reading this, because it kind of sets up what I'm thinking here, and you'll probably come to the conclusion that I came to of what's going on and why this Battle Pass is so freaking, like... why it's so in your face, it's incorporated in all modes, why they're being really stingy with some of the aspects of this game when it comes to monetization. I mean, look at the island. I mean, good lord. They went full greed this year. And I think I know why. Anyway, let's read these 2 articles here, and then I'll get to my point. All right, so this one says WWE re-ups video game license with 2K games. Now remember, before we go any further, this was before TKO bought the company. So just keep that in mind while we're reading this. It says WWE video game license is going to remain at 2K Games for the next several years. Both companies officially announced that they agreed to a multi-year extension, and the WWE 2K series will continue. The deal also includes the continuation of the online mobile game WWE Supercar, which I don't think I've ever played that because I could care less about mobile games, but that's me. Per the deal, 2K will have worldwide rights to develop and publish World Wrestling Entertainment video game properties by 2K's Visual Concepts Studio and Yuke's. Pour one out for Yuke's. The financial terms of the deal were not revealed. Speaking on the deal, 2K, I keep thinking TKO, CEO David Ismailer stated, 2K's partnership with WWE over the past 3 years has resulted in a successful and important addition to the company's portfolio of profitable franchises. We are thrilled with the positive momentum of WWE 2K series, including generating year-over-year growth, as well as success of WWE Supercard. We are very pleased to extend our partnership with WWE and look forward to many more years of collaboration. And then you skip down here a little bit further, and it says, views on the 2K series have been fairly mixed. However, the franchise continues to be a strong seller per VGC charts. WWE 2K16 has sold approximately, as of this article, 2.34 million units across multiple platforms as of January 2016. Now this game, because 2K17 was the last one to release on PS3, this was on 4 different platforms. This was on probably the 360, the PS3, the PS4, and the Xbox One. So across 4 different consoles, it only sold 2.34 million units. And this was back then, before TKO took over. All right, now let's go to the next article and continue. And this one is from August 29th, 2022, and this is from Sports Gamers Online, and this is Mike Straw. It says here, if you were happy with WWE 2K22, then there's some good news for you. It appears that the WWE and 2K Sports partnership isn't going anywhere anytime soon regarding the main WWE 2K license. Despite having talks with EA about moving the license when the current contract expires, things have quietly settled down. Though both were interested, it doesn't appear to be going anywhere regarding the main WWE Simulation series jumping anytime soon. One reason given is that WWE was thrilled with the overall response and sales of WWE 2K22 because they took such a long break from 2K20 that everybody was ready for a new wrestling game. It looked much better. It was supposed to be fixed. It was the first one with just visual concepts at the helm. So everybody was super curious about this game. And it was really fun. I put more hours into this wrestling game than I have ever since this one came out. Like 23 I played a lot, but not as much as 22. 24 I played a lot, but not as much as 23 or 22. 25 I barely touched. And 26 with the Creation Suite, I'm probably going to get the hours back up like it was in 2K22 because I love the Creation Suite. They just got to fix that Battle Pass. Anyway, all parties accept that more needs to be done for the series, but believe its return was a major win moving forward. Another, according to a second source, is that there is still a little bit of time left on the current agreement. This was back in WWE 2K22. Between WWE and 2K, there isn't an extension in place between the two, but there's still a few years left on the current deal. Both sides are happy enough that there's no reason to look to have it come to an early end. One game that does appear to be completely dead is WWE 2K Battlegrounds. Yeah, that died as soon as it came out because of the way they put the microtransactions in there. That should have told them everything they needed to know about 2K26 and what not to do, but they did it anyway. After a poor response both commercially and critically, there doesn't appear to be a sequel in the works for the 2020 arcade wrestling title, which is a bummer because if they just changed a few things and fixed the Creation Suite just like AEW, we could have had a really cool side wrestling game to go along with 2K, the main series. In fact, it was recently said by a source that if 2K wanted to make another arcade wrestling game, that there's a good chance it would have to be completely rebranded and rebuilt. Though WWE 2K Battlegrounds may be done, fans still have a new WWE 2K game to look forward to in the near future. WWE 2K23, which was recently confirmed by 2K, is slated to launch on March 31st. So what am I getting at here when reading these two articles? Well, it's right there. The writing is on the wall. It sounds like, to me, because there's no official source of saying how long the contract is up, what I think is happening is that this is like their last hurrah with the franchise. If they don't hit an internal sales mark now that TKO, which is expecting infinite growth. I mean, just look at the ticket prices for the wrestling events. They finally, I think, had to lower the prices for the WrestleMania tickets because, well, nobody's buying them. Not as much as they did last year because they're going to the same audience in Las Vegas. And everybody who lives in Las Vegas or in the surrounding areas spent all their money to go last year. They don't have enough money to do that twice, especially with those ticket prices. Anyway, that's a topic for another video. So to me, I think this is their last big push with the franchise. This could be their last version of the game because if you remember the video I made a couple months ago about WWE pretty much making trademarks or filing patents or whatever it's called for other wrestling games, maybe they're not going to just lock down a deal to just let 2K make wrestling games anymore. Maybe this is 2K's way of getting as much out of wrestling fans as possible before the license basically goes to multiple people. Because I don't think that WWE is going to lock down the license again or anymore. I think it's stupid because then you really limit the amount of games that you could. I mean, WWE is huge. WWE is a global company, and they let one company make a wrestling game for them every year. That's ridiculous to me. Or a video game company. They could be having multiple companies. They could let EA make one, 2K make one. Kind of like the old days of the Madden football games or football games in general before EA bought up the license of that. I mean, just imagine the competition we could get finally. So I think what's going on here is that this is their last hurrah with the exclusive rights to the game. And I truly believe that they are trying to milk as much as possible out of the fans, because who knows, we might still get 2K27, or this might be the end. Maybe TKO is really pushing them for, hey, we need you to hit this internal metric, or we're going to take the license away and give it to someone else. Or like I said before, they're trying to get the license to multiple developers so we can get tons of different wrestling games, which I think would be great, because then there's competition. I don't want 2K to not make wrestling games anymore. I want other companies to be allowed to make WWE games. So I think I'm onto something here, because why else would they push so much microtransactions into this game? They knew the fans were going to hate it. They knew there was going to be massive backlash about it. So I think they're really trying to milk as much money out of us as possible, because like I just said, they know competition's coming, not from UPW, not from the Wrestling Code, who God knows when those are going to be done. And I'm not trying to be mean or anything, but they're being made by 4 people? It's going to take time. This game gets made by tons of people, and there's always issues. This year that's pretty good for the Creator Wrestler, but there's always something. Like the online is not as good. My faction is really tough. They need tweaking. But the gameplay and the Creator Wrestler in 2K26 is amazing. I like it. Just besides the purple bar that needs tweaking. Anyway, so what I'm really trying to drive home here before we end the video, because I know it's gone on long, is that I really truly think this could be 2K's last year with exclusivity to the WWE license to make video games. And that's why they're pushing so hard for microtransactions this year. That's why they're trying to get as much money out of us as possible. And I truly think because of those patents that WWE filed for other wrestling games, I think once the license is up, it's going to be fair game. We might see multiple WWE games. I mean, heck, I would love to see a WWE kart racing game. We could get a WWE arcade style wrestling game like we've been wanting for years. I really hope they don't let 2K lock down the license, not because they make bad wrestling games, but because I don't want them to be the only ones that get to make WWE wrestling games. Does that make sense to you? This could open the door for Ukes to come in and make a game for them, to come back. This could open the door for EA to make a game for them also. Maybe that could be another thing. Maybe they're not going to sell the rights to 2K. Maybe they're going to let EA take a crack at it, but also 2K, and they're going to see which one's better, and then they're going to sell the license to whoever makes the better game. That could be something that happens in the future. Until we find out how exactly long this contract is up, or how long this is going to last. Like I said, they're probably trying to hit an internal metric, money-wise, that they want, that TKO wants, and they're trying to impress them. Look how much money this game made. Like, not based on units sold anymore, because, well, let's face it, gaming is not doing well right now overall, and they just dropped PS4 and Xbox One. Maybe this is their last major push. Like, look how much money we made from this one game. You should let us keep the license. Maybe that's what they're trying to get at here. Maybe that's what they're trying to prove, and that could be why they're so protective of the ringside pass and having us pretty much bum rush it right away. It's because no, we need all the money we can get so we can keep the license. I truly believe that's what's happening here. Again, this is all speculation, but when I make videos like this, because I've been following video games and franchises for so long, I'm usually right about this. I'm very curious to see what happens in the following years. I truly believe this is the last year that they have exclusive rights to make WWE games. If not, maybe next year. It'll be very telling next year. Now, if they stay the course and the entire 6 seasons, and they really make the thing grindy and try to keep us locked in all year, then I think I'm right. I think I'm 100% right about this. Anyway, I blabbered on long enough. What do you make of this? Do you think I'm right? Or do you think I'm full of crap and don't know what I'm talking about? Sound in the comments below. Thank you for watching. And as always, stay frosty.